Hey, Dre Crawford here, Recoveryone Drones, out here on another project. This is going to be a state project, and this is one of those rare occasions that you may have to jump through a few hoops to get approved to do a project. Me, myself, and my credentials have been approved by the state to be on this project, but now I have to sell them on the drone footage to be approved for the project. So these are some of the things you may have to deal with dealing commercial work that involves municipalities or counties or even state government projects. So once again, this is Dre Crawford, Recoveryone Drones. As always, hang on, enjoy the ride, and please subscribe. Appreciate it. Thank you. Tip, but this is just letting you know part of what my workflow is. This is just an overview of the site. Here's approximately 10 acres of land. It's in an L shape on a far corner of a business park. From what I understand from the language from the state, which is very archaic, or we say old school, where they're used to using the language will be based upon aircraft photogrammetry or mapping. So we're trying to bring the state contract language into the 21st century to where it acknowledges the capabilities of a drone doing the same work where a helicopter or aircraft used to do decades ago. So in the current language, they ask for things on DVD and so forth, and just like I said, we're just going to update them. So today we're out here to discuss some of those parameters and also most likely do a test flight of what we can produce for the project, which in our terminology as far as drone pilots, we use photogrammetry, mapping, and a lot of these people, or so many people, may not be familiar with the abilities of using a drone for this. In my inventory, personally, I normally use my Phantom 4 Pros for photogrammetry mapping of sites, and I also acquired a Mavic Enterprise Advanced with an RTK module in case we want to get very detailed for engineering possibilities, which I have another job out in Beaumont, California for an Amazon facility that we may use the use of that. So this is where we're at, and one of the concerns of the state is, some of the side notes, they want to be able to see pre-existing conditions of the site. They want to see conditions of the site during the build and also post conditions of the site. And we're not just talking about the construction of it itself, we're talking about the infrastructure around the sites. Those that may be in the construction field know that sometimes there's what we call incidental damages to curbs and existing roadways out on the site. So they want to be able to monitor this type of thing in case someone files a claim against the project for damage to other properties, or even the cities filing claims or whatever against the state for repairs of heavy equipment damaging roadways, curbs, and things of that nature. So like I say, a lot of times your work in projects like this are not always about the build itself, but also about the liabilities of the build. So that's why I say you need to get out, look at the site, walk the site if possible beforehand, because these are some of the things that you may have to document for the protection of the developer, or in this case, it would be the state. But no one, like I say, everybody wants to sue or get something done, repaired for free if they can. So in return, they want to make sure somebody's not trying to take advantage. As I walk around the site, I'm noticing things that may or may not even be a concern of mine as a drone operator, but as my background in construction and construction inspector, NPDES inspector, National Pollution Discharge Elimination System, these things come to mind. But it also shows the developer and also contractors that I deal with that I am knowledgeable about such things that take place on a construction site. So that's something that, we look at these things. We go out to construction sites when we're doing work of that nature. Now, as far as my background in construction inspections. This is a pretty flat site, most of all not overgrown. Since we got the rains, it's all naturally green and so forth. But still, once you start disturbing earth over a site that's 1 acre or larger, we got to make sure they have stormwater pollution protection plan, what it stands for. So I'll ask about things like that. Does that have anything to do with drone flight? No, but it shows I have knowledge of such things. And I know what they're supposed to have in place as far as protecting adjacent properties, as far as runoff. And also we want to make sure that we protect the site as far as water runoff that may come from other locations. So once again, this is Dre Crawford, Recoveryone Drones. As always, hang on, enjoy the ride, and please subscribe. Appreciate it. Thank you.